The Democratic Republic of Congo is facing a horrific surge in violence against Christians. Armed groups, fueled by extremist ideologies, are unleashing terror upon innocent communities. Churches are being burned, homes are being destroyed, men, women and children are being murdered. The world must wake up to the suffering of Congolese Christians. The massacre in Lubero territory stands as a chilling testament to the brutality. On February 13, 2025, the Allied Democratic Forces, a group linked to the Islamic State, stormed a Protestant church in Kasanga. They dragged out 70 Christians and brutally beheaded them. This act of barbarity sent shockwaves throughout the region. It highlighted the very real danger faced by those who dare to practice their faith. The ADF has escalated its attacks in recent months, spreading from its stronghold in Beni to the Lubero territory. Their reign of terror has left a trail of death and destruction. Schools, hospitals, and churches have been forced to close. Over 200 people have been killed in Bazwaga chiefdom alone. The situation is dire. The ADF is not the only perpetrator of violence against Christians in the DRC. The Islamic State Central Africa province has also been implicated in numerous attacks. In the first 2 months of 2025, ISCAP killed at least 89 Christians. The Ituri province has been particularly hard hit. On February 2nd, ISCAP militants stormed villages near Ndalia, killing 28 Christians. The violence has forced tens of thousands of Christians to flee their homes. Open Doors, an organization that monitors Christian persecution, estimates that 10,000 Christians were internally displaced in 2024. The number is likely much higher in 2025 due to the surge in attacks. These families have been torn apart and robbed of their livelihoods. They live in constant fear, uncertain of what the future holds. The Congolese government has been criticized for its failure to protect its citizens. The military has been accused of human rights abuses. Some officials have even been accused of collaborating with armed groups. The lack of security has created a climate of impunity. Perpetrators of violence often act with no fear of consequences. The DRC's rise in the World Watch list is a chilling reminder of the growing persecution faced by Christians worldwide. The country climbed to 35th place on the list, which ranks the 50 countries where it is most difficult to be a Christian. This rise is directly attributed to the increasing violence and intimidation faced by believers. Tragically, the DRC is not alone. Across Africa, Christians are being targeted for their faith. In Nigeria, Boko Haram continues to kidnap and kill Christians. In Mozambique, Islamic militants are terrorizing communities in the north. Sudan has witnessed a surge in violence following the military coup in 2021. Christian persecution is a global crisis that demands a global response. The international community must take concrete steps to address the root causes of this persecution. This includes providing humanitarian aid to those affected by violence. It also means holding perpetrators accountable for their crimes. Governments and international organizations must work together to promote religious freedom and protect the vulnerable. The situation in the DRC is a stain on the conscience of the world. We cannot stand idly by while our brothers and sisters in Christ are being slaughtered. We must raise our voices in unison to demand an end to the violence. Contact your elected officials. Urge them to prioritize the protection of Christians in the DRC and across the globe. Support organizations providing aid and relief to those affected by the violence. Pray for peace, justice, and an end to the suffering. The world must not turn a blind eye to the plight of Congolese Christians. The time for action is now.